Contact 1-784-493-1361. 1-784-493-1361.
Looking for reputable, reasonable shipping services from the USA? Look no further than Fair Deal Shipping and Trading. Call us today, 407-822-6792. From our hub in Orlando, Florida, we provide complete freight handling services. We'll do your purchasing, we'll do your shipping, and everything in between. Whether it's ocean freight or air freight, commercial cargo or personal effects, big or small, Fair Deal will handle it all. Visit us on the web at www.fairdealshipping.com or just call us 407-822-6792. That's Fair Deal Shipping and Trading in the heart of Central Florida, your artery to the Caribbean and the rest of the world.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right, it's that good. We've got what you're looking for, all the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good, that good. When you shop at Massy Stores, that good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
While the New Democratic Party, the NDP, continue to represent the views of a significant number of Vincentians, the party is indeed obliged to recognize that we are now into new times. Through this radio program, the NDP hopes to keep in tune with the thinking of the populace, while offering leadership for the challenging times ahead. This program, New Times, is therefore for all Vincentians, regardless of political persuasion, to interact with the NDP in building a new team of New Democrats. Call telephone number 4565967 to interact with the party's host on this program, New Times, aired on this station, Nice Radio. From 10:30 a.m., it's New Times for a new team of New Democrats. The views expressed on this program are not those of Nice Radio.
Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic country. We believe our country's future must be shaped by our own hands to ensure a strong foundation that's built on rock, not sand. The education of our children is the pride of NDP, and freedom of expression is a pledge of our gratitude. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic life. Let us put our heads together to keep our country's name and protect our youth from danger. Proud guardians we remain. Our women and our children will uphold with our men. The kind and gentle nation and live in harmony and love. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic life. We salute our founding members for the charge they gave to us to provide and for the landless. Be honest, kind, and just. A better life for every worker and for those who they get. To build one Caribbean, our peace and justice share. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic life. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight and a democratic life. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight.
The winds of change are sweeping through the region. Change is long overdue. This is a new year. These are new times. We are the New Democratic Party. This is the New Times program with your host, We Are Ready. What about you?
I've been battered, bruised and torn, but I'm still here. Some days my life was filled with fear. Oh, but I'm still here. So many times I had to fight just to stay in the right. I have failed so many times, but I'm still here. I had many disappointments, but I am still here. There were days when I thought I could not make it, Lord, but I'm still here. So many storms I had to bear, Lord, for your joy they can't compare. Storms of sickness, storms of strife, oh, but I'm still here. I've been abused and misused, but I am still here. Been persecuted and accused, oh, but I'm still here. Lord, it's such joy to know that your love had kept me so. Through the valley I had to go, but I'm still here.
Yes, I'm still here by the grace of the Lord. Let me say a pleasant good morning to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and let me welcome you to another edition of the New Times program for today, the 13th day of August, in the year of our Lord 2025. My name is Igal Adams, and I will be the host for today's program. Let me remind you that the New Times program is a politically sponsored program. It is sponsored by the New Democratic Party of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the oldest, most loved, the party that is supported by the most Vincentians at home and abroad. Our leader and president is none other than the 5 times elected representative of the Northern Grenadines, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, and he also will be the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines after the general elections by the grace of the Lord. The New Democratic Party is the only political party in this country that has outlived its founding fathers. But before we go any further, as we usually do, we'll have our reading from the Bible. And we're reading from Psalms 27. That's the 27th division of the Psalm. And we will be reading verses 1 through 5. The Lord is my light and salvation, and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though a host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. This is the word of the Lord. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading, hearing, and doing of his words. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our leader and president of the New Democratic Party, Dr. Godwin Friday and family, to our past leader and president, Brother Arnim Eustace and his family, to all of our parliamentarians and their families. We want to say a pleasant good morning to you as well. To all of our past parliamentarians and their families, we say a pleasant good morning to you as well. To all of our candidates and their families, we say a pleasant good morning to you. To our executive members and our chairpersons and their families, pleasant good morning to you as well. To all of our supporters here, there, and everywhere, pleasant good morning to you, and to the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A pleasant good morning. It's a lovely morning, very breezy. The sun is pretty bright. Some say it's hot. The breeze is blowing at a reasonable level, so I guess that you will enjoy the day. And let me say a pleasant good morning to all those persons from other countries who are tuning into this radio station at this time, following events in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Pleasant good morning to you, and I trust that you're having good weather wherever you are. I know you're tuned in because you're want to follow what is happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know that there will be an election in this country sometime this year, and you're looking out. The Jamaican Prime Minister has already announced the date for elections in his country. We are awaiting the date in our country, even though we know the man is afraid to call it, but we know he will still have to call it. So we are waiting. So we just want to greet everybody, and to the most wonderful people in SPG, the people of Central Kingston. Pleasant good morning to you all. And just want to wish you all the very best. So let me just give you some information, some announcements and so on, so that you will be able to be up to date and keep up to date with events that are happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, events that are put off by the New Democratic Party. This morning, Brother Israel Bruce, well, he's there already because he will be at his office from 10 to 4 p.m. That is his constituency office in Lauders. So you can go down there and meet with him. He will be there this morning, and I think he will be dealing with, those children going back to school and so on. But he will be there in the office, so you got to go down there and meet and see whatever is there that you can be assisted by and so on. So you can go down. He's there at the office. He will be there until 4 p.m. You got to remember to go down there. And don't forget, he will be an ex-representative after the next general election. So go down, be a part of whatever is happening there at the constituency office. That's Brother Israel Bruce, Senator Bruce, Honorable Senator Bruce. He will be at his office today from 10 to 4 p.m. So you can go on down so you can be attended to by the grace of the Lord. Yeah, and that is today, Wednesday. And tomorrow, tomorrow evening in Peterborough, down in lovely Peterborough, the North Leeward constituency, we will be having our public meeting there from 7:30 with your host, Dr. Kishore Shallow, NDP candidate in the next general elections for the North Leeward constituency and the next representative of the North Leeward constituency. So you got to come on out there, people in Pito and those nearby, Chateau, Rose Bank and so on. You come across and give Brother Shallow your support. You will have speakers there like the two vice presidents, Brother Honorable Nigel Nature Stevenson and Honorable Sinclair Major Leacock. They will be there. Honorable Senator Brother Bruce will be there. The public relations officer for the party will be there too, Sister Lavon King, Sister Louise Mitchell, daughter of former Prime Minister Sir James Mitchell, will be there. Brother Israel Bruce, Senator Israel Bruce will be there. Brother Patel Matthews, as usual, he will be there as well, former candidate, as a matter of fact, immediate past candidate for the New Democratic Party. So he will be there, and of course, the man of the hour, Dr. Kishore Shallow, he will be there as well. So you got to go on out and be a part of that meeting. So you can't afford to miss it. That's tomorrow evening, 7:30 in Peterborough. Yes, the village meeting put on by Dr. Kishore Shallow and the New Democratic Party. So you got to be a part of that action. And then Friday evening, it will be the turn of Dixon Village. Yes, that will be in Dixon Village Square. Meeting put on by Sister Chevron John and the New Democratic Party, Honorable Senator John. So speakers to look forward to will be Brother Conroy Huggins, candidate for Central Leeward and next representative for that area as well. You have Brother Shaka Cupid, who will be our candidate in the West St. George area, and your next representative for that area. We have Honorable Fitzgerald Bramble. He will be there as well too, MP for East Kingston, and he will be returned as the MP for that area. We also have the president of the youth arm, Brother Esteban Hernandez. He will be there as well, and also Vice President Major Sinclair Leacock, Honorable. He will be there as well. So you got to come on out. Those of you who can make it there in Dixon and the surrounding areas, go on out. Well, North Windward, there people always usually show up. So I know there will be a good showing there. That it will be Friday. So I wouldn't be at that, but I know there will be a good showing. There will be a good showing there. So that will be Friday in Dixon. Yes, you got to go on out and be a part of that meeting. The meeting begins at 7 p.m. It's Sister Chevron John, and that's the lady for the hour, the lady for the constituency, and the next representative of the North Windward constituency. She will be there as well. So go on out and be a part of the actions. There's big action this weekend, and coming Saturday night, Saturday evening, 7:30, and this time it is in Victoria Village in South Windward. And we're going to be having our meeting there in South Windward this Saturday night. And the speakers are Brother Shaka Cupid from West St. George candidate, Dr. Kishore Shallow, North Leeward candidate, Sister Lavon Velox, East St. George candidate, and the one who's going to make sure no Krongo on the head of the prince. We have Brother Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble will be a speaker there, and then we have Vice President Major Sinclair Leacock, and of course the man of the hour, Brother Andrew John. That's the real John. That's the John who will take that constituency after the next general election. So you got to come on out and be a part of these action. Remember, Brother Bruce is at his office today from 10 to 4. So you can go on out there and seek some assistance. We have Thursday night, Dr. Kishore Shallow will be down in North Leeward and Peterborough with his village meeting. You got to be a part of it. Friday night, Sister Chevron John will be with our village meeting up in Dixon Village. Got to be a part of it. And then Saturday night, 7:30 in Victoria Village. You got to come on out, be a part of this. Brother Andrew John will be there and the NDP team. So you got to be a part of the action. And anyway, you hear the NDP is going to have a meeting, you can make sure you be there to participate in that and to lend support to the New Democratic Party and its candidates. And remember that the New Democratic Party will be the governing party after the election, and it will be a time for change. It is a time for change, and after the election, there will be a big, big change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So you can't afford to miss it. So you got to come on out wherever those meetings are being held. I'm going to run this little song for you, and then I'll come right back.
They say NDP is not the thing for you to rid SVG of poverty. But I say no, no, no way. Friday has the best team. If we vote for ULP again, our children's lives will be at stake, because ULP don't care for us. All they want is power and authority.
achieve more. Let's vote NDP for progression and not segregation. Cause now is not the time for separation. But I started speaking and manipulation. And let's vote NDP. Vote NDP for a better SVG. Vincentians, our role is important because NDP can't do it alone. Friday and his team ahead. Don't be afraid to vote. Let's join hands to create a nation. We don't have to be against each other. So let's give NDP the support they need. Be it country, tongue or grenadines. If we choose them now, our future won't crumble. So let's be a team and vote NDP.
So let's be a team and vote NDP. The NDP can't do it alone. So people, you got to join with the NDP and make sure that the change come in SVG. It's long overdue, and it's high time for the change to come in SVG. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. The change must come, and that change is about to come. Well, you know, today is Wednesday, and we normally look forward to the Major, Philip, and Andrew. And I know that, well, Philip, I know, will be heading here. I don't know if the Major and Andrew will be heading in, but this is their day, and normally they will be around sometime. But until that time, let me see. Parliament was last week, Thursday. And you couldn't really believe. Well, I should say maybe you didn't believe that people could be so bold-faced. But when you're in office for 24 plus years, almost 25, you seem to take everything for granted. And you take the people also of the country for granted. Because you think that, well, you are there and you've been there for so long that you can just do anything you feel like, anything you please, and then it will be accepted. You come in a couple months before an election. You want to borrow $100 million. Just a few months before the election. What you want the money is for? You wanted some to fix the roads. But you had a budget a year ago that was supposed to be a roads budget. But the roads are not fixed. So if monies were allocated for the fixing of the roads, but you didn't fix the roads, then where has the money gone? If you didn't fix the roads, then the money should be there. So you don't have to come again to ask for any other money to fix roads. You want some, you see, to finish the port. Well, you give a contract to do the port. It's costing over $700 million when we could have paid far less than half if you had done things right. But because of your modus operandi, you want to put a hook in the gill of Vincentians. You want to sink the country in debt. So you just keep borrowing willy-nilly and doing any foolishness you think with the funds and spending it how you feel like. And then it is the Vincentian public who has to pay it back, the younger generation, even those who are not born yet, gonna have to pay, not you, because you will be dead and gone long time, and all of us will be dead and gone too by the time some of those loans have to pay. But you know you will be dead and gone long time, so you ain't care. So you come, your money is to be borrowed. But the port is there. The monies were already allocated for it. Therefore, bring it to its completion. If you say it's gonna be completed, it was supposed to be completed in February. It was extended to May. Then it go to July. Now you're carrying it to August. Well, when you gonna finish it? Huh? Make up your mind. Vincentians is stupid, and Vincentians, you wanted to take note. Oh, these things that the Unity Labour Party is doing, because they're really taking Vincentians for granted and they think we are stupid. But we have to wake up and show them that, yes, we might be quiet and cool and easy, but we ain't stupid, and we had enough of the foolishness of Ralph Gonsalves and the Unity Labour Party, and enough is enough. And time for them to ring the bell and get out of here. But the worst one of all, they're asking for money to finish houses in Union Island. I don't know people could be so barefaced and wicked. You got over $300 million to deal with Beryl. You got 136.4 from the parliament. You got about 25 million US from Mr. Weiss. You got from other governments and other agencies to do the work. After 1 year, the work ain't done. So, what are you saying to people? What are you saying to people? Huh? What are you saying to them? That you didn't fix the houses in Union with all the monies you got. So what did you do with the monies? And now you come into Parliament to borrow more money to fix the houses that you already had monies for and you failed to fix. So what happened? You think we're so stupid and backward? Because you know you have the majority in the Parliament. So you will get the bill passed. You think we're stupid, but you have to pay a price for it. And the price you're going to pay for it is an election day. Because everybody know that 100 million is for electioneering. I don't know if it's for if it's for thieving or for bribing or for trying to fool the people. But regardless of what it is for, we know that is for electioneering, because you don't need $100 million 3 months before an election. That is for the new government to borrow money. You who say this economy is good, you who say everything is going fine and St. Vincent is growing so much and is #1 in the region, you ain't supposed to be borrowing no $100 million 3 months before an election. No way! If your country doing good, then you're supposed to have the money to do those kind of things without borrowing it. But it's because you have run the country in the ground. You have killed the economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You have mismanaged the funds of this country. You have made yourself and your family and your friends rich, and the whole of the country otherwise poor. That is why you're coming again. But the time is coming. It's very close. Today's the 13th of August. Time running out. Call the election so the people can go to the polls and give you the knockout punch that you should have gotten a long time ago to make sure not only you, but you and your party are removed from the governance of SVG, never to return again, because you all are too wicked, evil, barefaced and corrupt. Time enough to get rid of you. But I'm going to hold it there because, you know, when you're in school and you behave too good as a student, in my time you used to get some straps. So I have a teacher in here with me, so I don't want no straps today. So I'm gonna make sure behave myself a nice boy, so I wouldn't get any straps from the teacher. Let me just take this call before I bring in our brother here in the studio. Welcome to New Times.
Good morning, Igor.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm not cool. I don't know. School not keeping, but is it true that if the man we have here win last election because you want to be president and who you want to be president?
Well, I can't say whether it's true, lie, whatever. What I do know, the people will get rid of him.
Right.
We ain't had time for that. Yeah,
and we putting him in jail.
We ain't had time for that. We getting rid. First thing we had to get rid of him.
Right.
From the governance of the country. Well, I know we can go when he done, but one thing we have to do first is to get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Well, when they get rid of him, only so you could put him in jail. Ask some of them who they behind him.
Well,
who want to follow him.
If he do anything worthy of jail, then he can get jail. You don't go in jail just so. Well, I know he gonna have to tell we. Don't frighten. We gonna know.
Use diplomatic words.
You know, so we.
Time for he go.
Time for he go.
He got 25 years and he not doing nothing. All he break up, he community center and close up. Is that close up government? So much young people they on the road, the police station wrong, they close up. I written down. Make some road work place with children, young people on the road go land for lose their hand.
Yeah, we need a lot of things in this country. It ain't happening.
Yeah, man.
So we need to get rid of them so NDP could come in and do those things.
When school, the primary school, they do a road workshop when they get break time, the boys and them gone inside they go, and who don't want to go in the school they go and learn food what trade.
Yeah, that used to be wrong, but for some reason or the other.
Everything close up. All the community center them close up. For what I mean, I know. Some young people that go use their hand, who want net, who want grocery, one.
Definitely. So don't worry yourself. The time coming.
Wicked.
I know he frightened and he afraid to call it, but you call it anyway, so it don't make sense. All you have to do call it. Maybe you need to go up there and tell him ring the bell because he have a way of saying it's some old lady tell him to do thing, you know. So if you tell him, he might do it.
If me go now, he might do it.
Yeah.
All right, then.
All right. Okay, sis.
All right.
Have a good day. Yes, that was her sister calling this. I hope she go up and tell him ring the bell. But as she say, if he ring it, the bell gonna ring him. So in the studio with me at this time is none other person than our candidate for the South Windward constituency in the upcoming general elections, and the next representative of that constituency, Brother Andrew Teach John. He is right here with us. Brother John, welcome to you. Welcome to another Wednesday edition of the program. I see you smiling. You have your book and everything. You must know teacher. So when you see a teacher, you must know it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Brother Igor. And let me say a pleasant good morning to all our listeners across St. Vincent, across the world, and especially to the people of South Windward. I know you know that you are in my thoughts, in my heart, and I am hoping that I would be able to serve you to the best of my ability, as I have been doing for the past years, whether in the teaching service, in the sporting department, in the agriculture department, even in the music department. I have been working assiduously for my people. So I've been continuing the service. People ask me about retirement. I don't study retirement when there's work to be done, especially now with the state of our economy, with the state of our country. and we see things are being done just to put us in a worse off position so that certain people can live better, can have life easier, while the masses suffer. So while that is happening, I cannot sit down and rest or relax myself. There is work to be done. I know what our country used to be like, and I know what the potential is of our country and our people. And I'm encouraging others to join us as we retake, we capture, we want to say reclaim our country, our heritage for our children and for the future of St. Vincent and Grenadines. That's my mission. That's my mission right now.
Definitely.
You know? And I know there is nothing that this government can do to stop us from taking our country forward. We are putting a stop to them, and they know it. And we have already demonstrated in so many ways, whether it's through our plans for development of the country, bringing back of the productive sectors through agriculture, through fisheries, through tourism, through the new economy, you just name it. The plans are there, and I know people are now paying attention, especially I heard you talking about the money that the government has borrowed. When you hear government borrowing $100 million and there is not 1 cent put towards production, you know, when you borrow money, you know, as a person, an individual, we borrow money from time to time, but we must have some plan to pay it back, you know.
Of course.
Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in trouble. It's the first time I'm seeing a government that is so irresponsible that they keep borrowing 700 million one time, 300 million another time, and you could go there and see how much they have been borrowing over the years without putting something in place to repay these monies. So what have they been doing? They have been coming to the consolidated fund. When they start out by saying, oh, they're getting the money from XYZ. But at the end of the day, when the project stalls, they come to us and they say, we're going into the consolidated fund. They've done it at the airport, and now we are seeing it at the port. And it's the way in which they go about doing these projects, the irresponsible way being driven by one man with the intention of putting the project there for people to see that they could vote for him. Not thinking about the integrity of the project, not thinking about his responsibility to ensure that these things are done properly, but just hurriedly pushing these things as a mean of hoodwinking us Vincentian or Vincentian people, fooling our Vincentian people into thinking that a big building, a big structure is development. Well, I'm seeing now, I've been in my constituency and across St. Vincent with other persons, and I am seeing, and I know the people are seeing where this has brought us. We are developing in infrastructure in terms of big buildings, but our people are being stuck in the mire of poverty, in the mire of, when you talk about high cost of living, stagnating your ability to eat healthy, stagnating your ability to seek out proper health care. You know, all of these things we are paying a price for that. And so I know I'm a bit long in my introduction, but you know, sometimes you just want to get certain things cleared up.
Definitely.
You know? So I'm going to just take a little step, but there's a lot to talk about today.
Okay.
And so I hope we could get in major this morning.
No, well, you know, I believe he will come in his due time. Philip will be coming in too as well.
Great. We do have a wonderful team here.
Oh, yes.
That we love to be together and get things across. So
definitely.
I'm making sure put in as much as I could get before they
come. Yeah, let me just say good morning to Sister Martindale and Brother Andy, her husband. I know they're busy trying to get things organized for him. So let me say good morning to them. Now, you mentioned something about can't even think about retirement.
Yeah.
When people are suffering and they need a better way. Maybe if he was at the age of the man we have here, we want to go, who has begun his 80th year, he has begun it already. But he don't want to leave office. Maybe if you were around that time, you don't retire and gone.
Man,
but all now with your strength and energy, you want to walk for the people,
of course, man,
on behalf of the people. So you can study, retirement. You're gonna have something in your area sometime this week.
Well, we having a big meeting, and I know this is going to be a huge meeting in Victoria Village on Saturday night. I'm encouraging everybody to come out. Whether you're from Victoria Village or anywhere else in the constituency, we would provide transportation for you if you wish to come and to hear the plans, not just the plans of the NDP, but the plans of Andrew John for the constituency. Because you see, I know what the needs of the constituency I know what the needs are because I've been around, I've been speaking to people, I've been listening to them, they have been suggesting ideas. Every day somebody has an idea, and we have to sift through. We're in the process of putting forward our manifesto, and we have to sift through what we will be able to manage, because I saw somebody say making big promises, and so we must make big promises and so to people. The thing is, we have to be realistic. We can't be fooling our people. Our people have been fooled enough by this government. We are going to have a responsible government. So when we make a promise to somebody, it must be realistic. You know, I know people are anxious to have this government removed. We are anxious. We have had enough of them. But by the means where we want our people to see this can be done. This, what we are saying here, is achievable, is realistic, and it's a goal that you yourself have put forward. And so we need to get these done. Of course, we have to promise the people that we are going to improve their lives. Of course. And so when we say to you, we're going to reduce VAT by 3%, that is significant. Plenty. Significant. When we say to you, we're going to take a look at the surcharge at the port, where a guy told me up to yesterday he has 2 vehicles stuck in the port, at the port, can't clear them because of the amount of money that they're charging. And then what hurts me sometimes is that this same government that is charging all these things in terms of vehicle relations, whether it's from the taxes at the port or at the licensing department, where they charge you so much to license a vehicle. And we have so many vehicles. And what hurt me is to see that they come back to us, the people, and tell us that they want to borrow money to fix road. Every square inch of road or square foot that they fix, they are telling you they have to borrow money to do it. So sometimes it begs the question, what are we paying tax for? This is it. What are we paying all this tax? You know, you're paying so much, and you're telling us every time you're going to fix a road, no matter how small or how short it is, you have to borrow the money to do it. What? Yeah. Well, I'm putting a full stop right there. Putting a full stop there. Yeah, when the big man coming. Yeah, too. Don't make teachers set your pillow and put you on the class. I was planning to ask Gypsy to throw him out, but it so happened she did on vacation, so Natalie ain't gonna help me with that. She ain't gonna help me with that. If been Gypsy will help me. So I had to behave myself, because I can't take licks from two. I tell you. Can't take licks from two teachers, you know. And he would also be in the meeting, you know. He's one of the major attractions in the meeting on Saturday night. Yeah, he said, and the people of Victoria Village know him as a Victoria Village man, a man with Victoria. So I hope he could tell them to the night how he roots come to Victoria Village. But at the rate I go in about them, no one can't sleep anywhere. Because I go back to start back at this. I go say so somebody go on and say, but man, everywhere you go, you say live. Where you live? I know for a fact. Where you live? Yeah, I would say now. Yeah, Mr. I used to go to Victoria Village. Lived in Town and Back Street one time. Definitely. Where the upstairs where the present subway is downtown. She used to live upstairs there. Okay. In that area. That's where you know to stone man. That's where I love to stone man. That's country, man. So I got just one point I want to add to the presentation that Teach was making on the request for monies. Yeah. And I think it gets lost in all the conversation, you know. That the government determines that they need $100 million. 98 point something. We're wrong at all phase of discussion. Right. And they'll tell you how much they need for the Southern Grenadines, how much they need for the housing, how much they need for port, and so on and so forth. But the ironical thing is they're borrowing every single cent. Yes. They don't come upon a project and say, well, we need to get this such and such done.
and this is what this such and such will cost.
Cost, yeah.
And this is what we have.
Yeah, so we'll put that.
And we will go and get that to go with what we have and get on with our business. They're constantly going to the marketplace, to the banks or foreign governments or whatever institution, and they're borrowing 100%.
Yeah.
And that translates to mean other than what the government is representing themselves to be.
True.
They have absolutely no ability to do anything at all for St. Vincent and the Grenadines without going and increasing borrowings.
Yeah.
And that is the physical and actual translation of his statement, repeated statement, that will leave a hook in our gill.
Yeah.
That is when he's out of office, which is not long from now.
True.
That we probably, that's what he believes, will have to go on bended knees to the very sets of people and ask for forgiveness, debt forgiveness. Or alternatively, the country will be so indebted that we would find it difficult
That's his plan.
to move on. So that is it. So what we are is bankrupting the country and teach right here to his credit. From his very first meeting down in Diamond Gap, very, very first meeting, and repeated subsequent in the radio program that he's come on here. He puts it this way, and I remember him very well, you know.
Yeah.
They are mortgaging the future
of our children.
Of our nation and our children. Because, you know, I mean, I just come in, I even get to say good morning to Western yet. I don't get it. But sometimes in Parliament, and you are trying to explain some very simple things to the parliamentarians, first of all, because many of them with a don't know position. They really don't know. They haven't been so trained. And then you're trying to speak to the public in a way that you can have a conversation they could understand. And I was speaking to a particular terminology. It's an accounting or financial terminology. It's a measure that is called the payback. I get what it means, and for those who are listening to me, if you are going to invest money into something, you always do two things. The first thing you want is, does this make business sense? That's what you're asking yourself, you know. Does this thing make business sense? And after you say yes, it makes business sense, you then start to ask yourself other questions. How long is it going to take me to get back the money that I'm going to put in it? And everybody in the street can relate to that.
True.
I'm going into something. This makes sense. I'm going to lose my money. I'm wasting my time. I'm gambling away my time. And they say, no, it makes sense. And the next thing you say, well, if I put in so money, how long it will take to get back my money? And that is what we simply call, one of the ways to find out that is what we call payback. There are other more sophisticated things which I don't want to get in with the public.
True.
Like internal rate of return, net present value, and all those kinds of things. But the payback is simply that where you know how much profit you're going to make as against how much the thing will cost
you. Yeah.
So, and you divide how much it will cost you by how much you're going to make, and they'll tell you the amount of years. So suppose you're going into something and it'll cost you $10, but you'll make $2. You divide the 10 by 2, and it's 2 into 10 is 5. It says that you'll take 5 years to get back your money. Now, you then will have to make a decision.
Yeah.
You say, boy, I could tie up this money for 5 years.
5 years.
You'll say that even though I'm making a profit, I ain't sure I could tie up my money for 5 years.
5 years.
If it was 3 years, it was all right, because I'll have to do something else with the same set of money. So that's what they mean by the payback. How long it will take you to get back the money if you put it in. So on the port, we ain't about talking the port because we have different plans for the port and for the development. Spicy, bring some water for me, please, from outside. A glass of water, please, thanks. If the present port right now makes $3.9 million, we round it off to $4 million. But the assets of the port is just over $100 million.
Okay.
And what it makes is $4 million. So, because we're building a port that is $700 million, that we say 7 times the size of the existing port, which is just we don't know what it is. But the point is, the 7 times what the present port is worth.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that because we have a new port, that people now are going to buy twice as amount of goods by the supermarket.
No.
Or they're going to sell twice the amount of goods when they come in town to sell. The turnover may remain the same.
Yeah.
But it might also have additional cost because here what happens? If it now causing 10 people to run the present port, when you build a bigger port, it's not
20.
it's going to cause you more people to run. Even with technology, you're going to need more forklifts. You're going to need more high lifting pieces of equipment. You need more storage space. You need more people inside of the business. And to run a modern business needs a lot of things. We asked that question before. You need what they call information systems. That is how you process all your accounting information. You need human resource systems to decide how you deal with the people in the business to run it. You need security systems to keep the tab and to see people don't pilferage, don't steal, don't carry, don't spoil, don't destroy. Or there's a lot of other things you have to put in to run a port. Thank you very much. So the cost of running the port will go up.
Must.
It will go up. And we're not saying these things as bad things.
No.
Nor do I want to lose my trend of thought about what the payback is. Because if, therefore, we are going to put in $700 million and climbing, and the port is going to only make the $4 million that is now making. Well, let's just be generous and say, because they're more efficient, they're now making twice as much profit. They cut out some of the wastes and the loss. So they're going to now make 10 million. Let's say that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to divide the 700 by 10.
Yeah.
And that will give you 70 years. 70 years to make back the money. That's what that means. Now, how much is 70 years?
Yeah, the whole
20 years is a generation.
Yeah.
20 years is a generation. At 20, people start to have the children. Some at 18, but 20 years, generally speaking, is a good average age. It's a generation. So that's 3.5 generations. So that is a person who's 20 today, that is his children. You follow what Major saying?
Of course.
It is great, who will come and be still paying for the port that mom and them, they say, go ahead with it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Major, you have to remember too, you know.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, while we still saying they're going to be paying back for the port in that period of time, we still have to remember that there is also a loan still to be paid on the airport alongside that. And then the hospital that is being built. So it's like you haven't started counting generations.
And also the interest and the loan for the port. The 700 million that you borrow is not 700 million you will be paying back because it has an interest. And the interest in it will increase the amount. Therefore, it might not only be 3.5 generations, might be 4.5 generations before you could even come to pay, because you have to take all those things into consideration, the interest and the loan, because all the loans are not interest free. If they were grants, then that would have been free. But once is a loan, it has some form of interest.
But you see, I'm not trying to develop the point. I'm making the point, but I'm not developing it, because what I gave you is what we call again an accounting measure. An accounting measure. Right. Because an economic measure will also give you a different result. So let me give you an example of the difference by an accounting measure and an economic measure. Listeners, this is just a little teaching and learning moment. We have these little conversations sometimes. Let's take Vinlek. Vinlek may come into your yard and say, this fruit tree is in the way of a pole or overhead line we want to pass through the land. Or if a hurricane comes, it's going to create damage to something nearby. So you have to cut it down. Right? And Vinlek may say, they take out the book, they say, what is it, a breadfruit tree? And they will say, a breadfruit tree is worth $80. That's an accounting measure. But if you keep your own breadfruit tree and you're selling breadfruit in the tree, over 10 years, you might make $800.
Yeah.
But Vinlock is not interested in your economic measurement of the same breadfruit tree. So one is an accounting measure and then one is an economic measure. So the New Democratic Party, with respect to the port, and I'm not saying that they don't have that sensitivity, have to be interested in the economic measures that may come from the port. And that's why we, from day one, Bramble and Friday and Daniel and Mr. all of us have been making the point, something that I say over and over again. St. Vincent is 150 square miles. Forget about the sea for the time being, which has far more potential. We have 100,000 people. 150 square miles can't feed 100 people. The market will never be big enough to provide jobs, opportunity, and money for the 100,000. So you have to get a bigger market, which means you know how to see that your selling goes to Canada and England and to America and to Europe and to the rest of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So your market is now no longer 100,000 people, but 1 million people.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's how you begin to look at that. And how do you do that? You have to say, in order for this 150 square miles be able to feed and take care and look after all the people, we have to become an export-led, an export-driven economy, that a lot of what we are producing is for the purpose of going abroad.
Yeah.
So your port now has to be directed so that every week there's a shipment of this, a shipment of that, a shipment of the other, going out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, either from agriculture or from the processed things you make from agriculture, or from the light manufacturing you could develop from agriculture, or from the craft you could develop from agriculture, because you know using your port to help you make more money to feed the people. Those are the things that are not in place. And you hear Abraham speaking over and over again that one of the things that we have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a widening gap between what we import, the food we bring in, and what we export. You have to understand an economy, you know. You have to have a understand an economy. Since you all get me into this mood, let me go on to, because this is why we're here and we want to be in Parliament. Let's take, for example, Flour Mills just said they just put down a new factory at Flour Mills. How does Flour Mills operate? How does it get flour? How does it get flour?
Bring the wheat from overseas.
It brings the wheat from overseas. How does it pay for the wheat?
Foreign exchange.
It has to pay for the wheat in Canadian dollars or US dollars.
Foreign exchange.
Right?
Foreign
Does the flour mill sell flour to Canada?
No.
Does it sell flour to America?
No.
No. So how does the flour mill get its dollars to pay for those? It gets its dollars from the people who are in tourism, who have the hotels and the guest houses. And in the old days, when we had things selling for bananas or nutmeg or coconut, and we own in pounds and so forth, it's those exports that are paying for flour mills to be able to come in. That's how, so you have to understand those balance of trade issues. You know, because St. Vincent is really on what we call an import substitution model country and invest in industrialization by invitation. And that's why people like the Kishores and the Philip and others now who are coming into the party, new, young, fresh brains and entrepreneurs and experience, and people like myself have to knock head to redirect and reshape St. Vincent in a different direction that we can take care of our people. Enough of that talking.
All right.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I slip into the background and gave it to teach. Teach where we walking this evening.
Well, we're going to call it this evening.
It's called so a meeting. You want to talk on radio?
But I won't give it.
They can't stone winner.
They weren't there.
They can't stone because we're the majority in the constitution. You know?
We'll be happy to have it this evening, man.
So I'm obligated to walk. I'm scheduled for that this evening. So
we had a very good walk yesterday.
So meet by. So come and call by Thomas. By Thomas, the old Thomas supermarket.
Right, the one beyond that, just beyond that one. Yeah. The old one now really.
It's closed down, right?
Yeah, right. So the one just beyond that.
Vinita. That used to be Vinita, right by the junction. That used to be Vinita Thomas on there. So go on past the 70th Church then.
No, not all up there.
Not all up there.
When you pass where the old Vinnie Thomas shop was, you just come across a few feet.
Okay.
About 50 feet beyond that. Right at the junction there.
The junction to go.
All right. Yeah, there's a shop right there.
All right.
So we're heading in that direction this evening. And
I got as my chairman, I have to tell you because you have to introduce a surcharge. You have to come like in political surcharge, because I'm walking south with no decision. But I am mine because I've given my commitment to the party to work with them to bring in that seat.
True.
So they could form government.
And I want the people to believe we ain't doing nothing in Central. We were in Green Hill walking yesterday in Central.
So tell them that. And we had a very good walk in Green Hill.
Very good one.
We didn't meet one house that wasn't voting for NDP.
That's true.
I was so even happy in Green Hill. I'm coming back to my conversation, Major doesn't remember things. We were leaving a particular yard and I'm trying to get from the mother who she voting for. And the young voting yard said, don't make Major go out this yard and they know that we are back, Make sure that Major know that we voting for him, And that made my day, That made my day.
I met some young guys yesterday in Calderridge. And one of them said, where you representing? I said, the NDP. He said, boy, you just give me heart strength. He said, you give me heart strength, man.
Yes.
And the people are really anxious to get this change. They just want things to change. They just want to see that they have an opportunity. It's there. We call it hope,
Yes.
They want hope because right where they are now, they are stuck. Many of them are stuck because they don't know where to turn.
True.
Development. We have to learn to create opportunities for people. You notice what they have been doing whenever this current prime minister and his cabinet, his team, decides to spend money. They find money to spend, on any event, no matter how trivial it is. But they never could put aside money to spend on the basic things that matter to so many people. Employment. Just put something in place to create jobs for people. They're not interested. What they're trying to tell our people that they will give you a 6-month job or will give you some money just to appease the people for a short period of time. And I'm telling you, people are reeling from that kind of plan, that kind of structure. They're reeling from it because it has brought poverty on the people.
That's true.
Because if you decide to give me $600 every time I feel hungry or I feel I'm going to complain, you come and you give me some galvanize or you give me something just to keep me quiet. That is the whole intent, to buy me out so that I can't object because I have given you this or I had given you that and you can't be complaining. If you listen to the rhetoric, you know what they're saying? People are saying they are disappointed or they have disappointment. They're not talking about the satisfaction. You heard the Prime Minister say that, He said they're not talking about the satisfaction. In other words, what he's telling you, I give you a piece of galvanized, what you're complaining about.
Yeah, but
you can't complain now that you're hungry because you got that.
But the people can't talk about satisfaction when they really get on.
No, they were satisfied.
You can't be satisfied with what's going on for the last 5 years, last 24 years in St. Vincent. How could you be satisfied?
I'm telling you. And the young people are saying they are not satisfied with where the country is, especially people who have traveled out or they have seen what is happening nearby to us. And they're saying to us, we are at the bottom. We are at the bottom.
True.
There's no doubt about that. No matter what they try to say, they're building to put us there. You have to make sure that you are producing in the country so that people could get employment as a spin-off of what you're doing. If you are saying to us, tourism has so much this and so much that, and the money now reaching down to the poor man, you don't have agriculture so that the farmers could sell to the hotels. You don't have that structure in place. I saw a video recently with some guys right at the Calico Junction there. I don't know if you've seen it, where they came up from the fisheries to sell their fish on the roadside. Right.
I saw it.
And if you listen to those guys carefully, you will hear them say they prefer to come there and sell their fish at a price that the people could afford because it would be far better than what they would get from the rainforest people that the government would bring in. So they are setting up structures, they are putting structures in place for foreigners and for others to benefit.
Yeah, but not for the benefit
our
of the
people's
people.
benefit.
True.
And people are saying, I am fed up with that. I have had enough of that. And they are going to vote for Teach. They are going to make sure that we have a change. They are going to vote for Teach and they're going to vote for the NDP.
Definitely.
Because that is going to provide some hope for the people. I tell you, when the guy say, man, it makes me heart feel strong.
Yes.
That guy sitting there, not employed. Not employed. You know?
But if I want to do two things. First of all, to say that, as I said, I'm going with teachers in South North, in Calder. As you know, tomorrow night I'm down in North Leeward, in Peterborough with Kishore.
Yeah.
And the next night I'm all the way over to North Windward in
Chevron.
Dixonville with Chevron. And then I come back down for my sins. For my sins, I come back down to South Windward again. But it's my godmother village.
So. Victoria Village.
Yeah, so I think he used that on me. He used that on me. So and then Yellow Board and Peter gonna say, boy, Major, we just look after you, you know. So you have to come and do that. And Yellow Board I'm glad enough already.
I know.
To say, boy, Major is one night take off for him Essential King song. It's Saturday night. So she bringing two bells instead of one, you know. But I want to show listeners, because sometimes we speak things and it go over people's head, or they don't quite grasp what we talk about. And Senator Chevron John is particularly good at this, and many of our colleagues, you know, we are a people-centric party. We are a people-force party. You do so yourself, Aigal. So let's assume that is true, and a practical translation of that. Government tends to like big projects.
Yes.
But invariably, the big project is often something that they want to put down for electoral purposes. They must get votes in return for it.
Right.
Or when it's done, they could put the name on it. So Louis Straker Center and so on and so forth. But let's take a project, let's say, of $300 million.
Yeah.
And they decide, you see this $300 million, we're going to have a constituency infrastructure improvement project. And we're going to spend $20 million in every constituency this year. $20 million.
Yeah.
What we're going to do with the $20 million? We're going to fix all the drains. All those people who have living in particular condition and they had no water course to lead them water from one neighbor yard to the next. And they have to run through this yard, they fall dead and sleep in somebody else's yard. And this stagnant water and all kind of things, confusing water. All of that we put in water, leading water from one place till it reach down to the mains. You see all the people there who live next to the river? We're going to start piece by piece to do some Gabion baskets for you.
Yeah.
And you see you who are on the back wall and you have you're glad that the mango tree move, because if the mango tree move, the whole wall collapse. We put in a wall with you. But then you also, me know how you reach up the road with them doorsteps you have here. Or them piece of blocks that is walk on and you know and try to reach your yard. And a whole load of community things, the drains, generally speaking, that are gone from whence they came. But a lot of things that could be done in a constituency to improve the aesthetics, the look, the functionality, and the appeal. You know, people who when the bus drop them off have to walk another half a mile to drove king and go up the road and come back or stay down the road and shout the picnic for come help you up this and help. We still have that.
Yeah.
Lots of little things that make life comfortable in a constituency. And you decide to spend $20 million in a constituency. So who walking now, you know? The people in the constituency, you know. They're coming down with the wheelbarrow, they're coming down with the shovel, they're coming down with the implements, because everybody in this little piece, it just needs like a road work to take place.
Yeah.
But it's a year's work.
True.
It's a year's work for the $20 million.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, when the $300 million spent, the whole of St. Vincent benefit.
Definitely.
And thousands of people benefit because the money was spent on the people, in the constituency, for the people, by the people, to improve the people.
Yeah.
As against many projects that take place. You spend $1 billion at Argyle, and people in Peruvianville can't change the roof, or the windows, or the glass pane in Calder and in Argyle, because the project has no relationship to the people who live around it.
Yeah.
The same thing down in Bottom Town. You spend $700 million. You have people in Lordsville, Old Montrose, Stony Ground, New Montrose. Sign Hill, you know, can't say that they got a day's work from the $700 million. Who go on with the contractors overseas and they see what take the rest of the sand? You know, so I'm just trying to show you. You can go into constitution, and sometimes you may even say, teach, but me know how they living here. And you pick out a little community, it might be 12 or a dozen communities, you see where they live here. This area want to rearrange because people just went in and squatted or just took a piece and this, that, and we measure out, we do things, and we just jam up. Let we push down those things, let we reorganize them and put you into something more modern and so decent. That you feel like people. We could do all those little things.
And in the end, it will benefit the government too, because if you do all of that for people ain't going to forget you. So,
but not only ain't going to forget you, everybody benefit.
And they will they will gain the benefits because they will get paid for the work that they do.
Yeah, but the small shops in the community will reopen. The small shops have to go and buy from the distribution vans that are coming. Everybody want to show that whoever used to go before I could reach supermarket too. Yeah. Everybody want to reach this entertainment too. Everybody want to go on a boat ride too because this week I'm going to work hard for the whole week. Let me catch a little thing. Let me get free. So the money multiplies and goes around.
Definitely.
And you'll see the country coming back alive.
And Major, that's a very important point you're making there. And I want to bring it down to the whole issue of education and health in relation to what you're saying there. Because what we see is happening now is that people are unable to feed themselves in a healthy and proper manner.
Yeah.
Right? I went to a supermarket and I think I've said it before, speaking to the proprietor, and he said to me, bread will be the next national dish. Because that is what is said in here. People are eating too much of these things. Yeah. And so they're eating it because that's what they can afford. And that's what they're feeding to the children. Because at the end of the day, they're unemployed, they're underemployed. You know, they have to wonder where the next dollar is coming from. And if what Major is saying is put into place where people are sure that they're going to be able, you know, to provide money for the children. It comes down to education. People can't send the children to school in the manner in which they should. True. You know, they're frustrating people, they're frustrating parents because people have to be wondering where they're going to get money from to buy books, you know, to send the children off on a daily basis. Long ago when, in our time, when parents send the children to school, you walk, even if it's barefoot, you go in. Now it's costing you money to send your children to school, transportation-wise and otherwise. It's costing you money. So when you finish, we will come back.
Yeah, I have 2 calls on the line, so I can take the local one first. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New... Okay, that person went. Let me take the WhatsApp one. Welcome to New Times.
Hey, morning, brother Igor.
How are you doing?
Yeah, brother Bugs here.
Bugs, you know anything about land, you like you only know about sea, you know. You don't know.
Hello?
Yes, hey. Bugs.
Yes, 2 questions. I'm not really talking fishing today because fisher folks have different perspectives of how the country running.
Okay.
And 2 things that we set down on the black and was talking is that when we talk in the port and we talk in the grenadines. And one of the things the fellas draw attention because, you know, we ain't so high-end with top-end education, but we have local knowledge. Remember when the port just was started, there was an announcement made that we saving $20 million from the judging of the sand. Right? And out of that money, for our understanding, only the fisher folk, the 70-something fisher folks in California received $5,000. There was no development done since in Shipping Bay, and there was no development done up to now in Lomans Bay. So the question we was asking ourselves, where is the balance, or where is there any money leave out of that $20 million still? So this is something I really would have liked to ask the Major. I know you is in Parliament. I didn't hear nothing about about how the $20 million has been distributed or has been spent, or it's still in the government consolidating funds, because we know that the government is looking to ask for more money. without any justification. So that's one thing we
Well,
want
I spoke about the $20 million, but not in the way that you spoke of it. But your way is right from your angle, and my way is also right. So I ain't going in a right way or wrong way. Who bright and who ain't so bright. All we bright. Because you make intelligent conversation over and over again. But I don't want to make my point or putting your point. But it's a good question to be asked. But I'll answer this part of the question for you that you didn't ask me, but is implicit in the question. It's nearly 2 years now that we came down to Lomans Bay. Harvey Farrell, myself, and you were there in the same tour too. When we came down on the bay to see the condition of the fishermen. And we met a number of the guys there with the fiberglass, walk this, walk that, walk, and who are shop and who are business, who does do this and the other. There's one thing I'm satisfied in my mind now. The government have no intention to improve the circumstances down at Lomans Bay.
True.
Because in the back of their mind, they have it to sell that bay to some foreign investor sooner rather than later. Yeah. All of the beachfronts in Stevenson and the Grenadines. A generation will wake up and see, whether you're fisher or men or folk, that the beach ain't belong to you, like Gabby say. That you're going to have to find some way to really reach some entire fish out and bring it in. Because they want all of them beachfronts for their own sets of development ambition. They don't farm out this place, because there's no way from the time that they move you down there, and I'll close on this, that they could have you under those conditions, where with the importance that you are for food security, food sovereignty, that they don't make you comfortable with bathrooms, with change rooms, with ice storage facilities, and treat you in the same way that we will treat a frontline worker at a Sandals or Beachcomber or Holiday Express. Because that's who and what you are. After you spend a whole day at sea, something we don't know how you're coming back, So that's what I feel. We have, that's why our position of a marine economy, of which fishing is a big part, is important. You see on the $20 million, you're there with me still?
Yeah.
Yes, and listen you because I have the other point to bring across.
But bring your other point across. I don't want your point lose.
Well, the other point I want to bring across is that when the hurricane Beryl, the people of the Grenadines suffer a lot. And I remember that you guys was calling for partnership with the government. This is what we've been talking, a collaboration between the ruling party and the opposition to see how we could get things done at the early stage, that they could assist the people. And that was never done. This is where the people in them on the ground were saying. And now hearing a setup chop that you bring something now to blame the NDP for say they want to support it a couple months before the election when the opposition, which is the NDP, was on board at the get-go. So this is something the fisher folks the people is wondering, is this really a setup and how do the NDP address it? Because this could be used against the NDP and better the ULP. And this is something I think that the NDP have to really look into a distance, because what is happening now with the non-supporting of the bill and forces are saying, oh, you're calling for it and now it ain't happen. But what we on the ground is saying that the party was in agreement to and the get-go, but they was never invited, there was no official. Right now we have persons that are still suffering within the fishing industry. There are persons who ain't to get back even assistance to get back the engine, the boat. They were alive because only 2 pieces of material they give in. The finance they give in. Persons are looking to get back the housing and not really putting it into the boat development. So we have a way now that they say they're going to import fish. And they never really help the fisher folks in the Southern Grenadines to really get back their fleet or get back the engine up and running, more than try to sabotage now. This is what we're saying. Or bring a bill and say, oh, We want this fund to fix up the grenades. So this is how we thinking on the street. I just want to bring it that down.
Don't go.
No, he probably could go and listen. I don't know how much credit he must.
Yeah, all right, okay, good. You're raising a whole can of worms, and they're very intelligent and reasonable question that they raise. Now, as I said before the program start, Ralph and the people them have to really
face. Yeah.
I mean, they're just face and out of order. And this came up in the last bill too, when we had the Legends bill, you know. You want unity, you want cooperation, you want understanding, you want sharing. But you ain't want to talk to Friday.
This is it.
You big and high and mighty. So you want Friday to talk to you? And you will decide if you will listen to Friday, but you ain't talk to Friday. So how the conversation gonna flow? You understand? So they have made it a straight position. And Ralph said it in the parliament after he brought the foreign people in the country and they sat through before they go home. He said, this is not a unity government. So don't believe you have any right in here to share or participate, to take credit for anything that's important to the country. It's not a unity government. You are useful only to the extent that you help us to pass a bill. Now, in that regards, my brother, and those who are listening, he has even locked the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines out of what is important to them.
True.
Because when the parliament was designed, nobody expected parliament to be running 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock and 1 and 2 o'clock in the night when the people whose interest it is gone sleep to get the rest to come to work the next day. They are not even participants to the conversation that's taking place. So it's insultive to the people. Then you talk about there's a port in Kingston. You got money for that port even before the project started at one time. The place getting crowded and there's a lot of bright man come inside the place. So I can go by my house next door just now.
And I have another call and be like,
no, but what I'm saying, as we release him to go to the other call, is that you never thought that out of sheer decency, this is a project that affects the Kingstowns, East, West, and Central. The bigger part of it is in Central Kingstown, right? But you never said, look, we're going to do this. You are the representatives to the Kingstown seats. This is what this project is going to cost, X, Y, and Z. This is where the land is going to place. This is the implication before the thing. This is the implication after it. Please come and visit the port or the project to see what is happening. Or even give us a progress report. So if you think that's bad, you blow all the money and you don't even say before you ask for the next $20 million. Well, we have come to the parliament to say that so far you have given $700 million. We have bought 1 pound of sand, 2 pound of nails, 3 pieces of galvanized, 2 ounces of lumber, 50 cents bucket of water, and so far we have spent 16 cents. And we now need another 3 cents to finish it. At a very minimum.
Nothing at all.
You don't give any accountability, no transparency, because you just feel you have a right to open your mouth because somebody bust your head. You know? You ain't want to lock up the SSUs who watch scratch your head. You know? You're going into things to ask you. And that's what you take us for. So,
well, but that's something.
But the fears that you have, and I started my speech with that, and Dr. Friday has that, and Terrence has it, and Daniel has it. In 3 months after the election in the New Democratic Party, we would wrap up the repairs to the housing in the Southern
Grenadines. Yeah.
By a concentrated, intensive program. Not just to repair the houses, but to reopen the economy of the Southern Grenadines. And Dr. Friday speaks to that over and over again. And equally on mainland St. Vincent will do that. You see what happened in the parliament? When I submitted my list, just like Bramble submitted his list, because they said people who lost things in burial, they'll fix back the houses and they'll pay for the contents. You know the first thing the boy Bruce get up and say? Watch it. People in Central Council have flat screen TV. And Ralph said, what? Flat screen TV? They don't feel, my brother. Because that's the disconnect. And I'm going to step out the studio and come back after now. Not with your question, but to where we are. Do you look at the social media? You see Ralph's 2 sons hugging him up. You know what one have in his hand? A bronze statue of Ralph. A bronze statue of a prime minister of a poor country. You feel that you want to secure your place in history and legacy with a bronze statue, but you just say before.
Yeah.
Or it should be a blasted statue for me.
Yeah.
To Frank, no, his son has built him a bronze statue. Now that tells you what you feel about yourself. So the discussion that I'm having after the break, Philip has joined us, is that on the weekend that gone, my brother, on the weekend that gone, and on the site in which they're celebrating his birthday and his nomination to be the candidate, there's a big poster with the word King in big, bold letters. King of the Caribbean. Now, if you are a politician, I don't care whether you're a leader, candidate, opposition, whatever your status, and you watch the people who are around you represent you to be as a king. When they put up that sign, I bring it before you say, King, you say, take that damn thing down. I am no king.
True.
I am no king. But when you embrace that and welcome that, you then begin to see the rest of us as subjects.
Yes.
And for a man who is so anti-colonial, that the only projection that you could have of yourself is a king. Well, as I said in Lauders, you better take note, because Trinidad and Tobago take down the Columbus statue, who I believe is his family. And he need to go to Trinidad to see what they have done with his family. Christopher Columbus, because it looked to me like he recolonized in 2001.
Right.
Yeah, everything St. Vincent started in 2001. So I want to discuss whether he is in fact king of St. Vincent too. Because ye my king.
Yeah, definitely not mine.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ye my Lord and Savior. Philip?
All right, my brother. Thank you very much.
I'll come back after the break.
Yes, I will listen and make my other contribution as the program going.
All right, okay. God bless. Okay. Call on the WhatsApp is still there? Okay, the person just left. That's our final call before the break, because after 12 o'clock already. So when we come back, Brother Philip, we will bring you in, but at this time we have to take the break.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Traffic is backed up on major highways.
Oh, I need gas. Good thing there's a Sol nearby.
Oh, good, because I really need a drink.
We know your time is precious and you have enough detours. Our convenient locations are there to serve you on your way. Enjoy the journey. Choose Sol.
Flow's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is Vinci Clean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then Vinci Clean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement or paint? Vinci Clean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. Vinci Clean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, the best in service.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
The Central Water and Sewage Authority would like to inform residents of Richland Park, Hopewell, and Mesopotamia that their water supply will be disrupted on Wednesday, August the 13th, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This disruption is to facilitate pipeline routing at Hampshire Bank, Mariquar. The CWSC regrets an inconvenience caused.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors.
Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up.
Reliability, convenience, and variety.
Richardson Motors is your number 1 stop.
TK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number 1. TK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John, a supermarket for you and me.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch discs, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had ad at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come me in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood with no attack and build the ark. I said, bye, call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals and keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare Sanitary Disposal Systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York, burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent, and likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York. Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Please note that the draw for the raffle will now take place at the West Kingston Constituency Office on the 29th of August at 5 p.m. Tickets going fast. Get yours from your constituency leaders and from the West Kingston office. First prize, a brand new 65-inch flat screen smart TV. Second prize, an all expenses paid weekend for two in Mustique. And third prize, a grand food hamper. Get your tickets now.
St. Vincent long ago was hailed the region's gem. Salaries were low, but life was still good then. Then drugs and crime showed up. That one man vowed he'll fix. He asked for 2 full terms. Now he asking for 6. He promised to be tough on drugs and crime. When comes to serious crime, he missing all the time. The toughest man on crime keeps missing all the time. This pageant man on crime keeps flashing all the time. He calling for world peace when there's no peace at home. He wants to fix the wall. Next time he fix the old home. Years ago, no gangsters ruled the town, no high maintenance girls, no prostitution. Now we tap the mother chat 50 plus alone last year. We losing all we youth. Does anybody care? With 5 commissioners, 5 full terms in a row. One night, 5 youths gone down. It's time for them to go. Mass murders in town, says the news headline. The toughest man on crime went missing another time. He wants to fix the wall and do it all alone. St. Vincent needs a fix. It's time he fix his own home.
Yes, welcome back to the New Times program. In the studio with me is Brother Andrew Teach John from the South Windward constituency, our next representative from that constituency after the next general elections. And then we have Brother Philip Jackson from the Maricopa constituency, our candidate and also our next representative after the next general elections for the Maricopa constituency. But let me just big up the West Indies for winning the series against Pakistan yesterday. First time in 34 years the winner won the series against Pakistan. And the first time to beat any major test playing team by that margin. That was a record, 202 runs. Never beat a major team by that kind of margin. So I just want to congratulate them and the winning. If you know me, you know cricket is my number one game, so I'm a very big fan of cricket. Yes, I was disappointed with the way they played against Australia, but I'm real happy yesterday that they made a win. But let me just remind you that tomorrow night, God's willing, in P.T. Bedell, the New Democratic Party will be there. We'll be having the village meeting, and your candidate in the next general elections and your next representative, Dr. Kishore Shallow, he will be there along with the 2 vice presidents of the NDP, Honorable Nigel Nature Stevenson and Honorable Major Sinclair Leacock. You will also have Brother Bruce there, our Senator Bruce, who will be the candidate and next representative for the South Central Windward constituency. We'll have Brother Patel Matthews. He is the past representative of the constituency. Sister Louise Mitchell, daughter of former Prime Minister Sir James Mitchell, and our public relations officer, Sister Lavon King. Those are the persons who you can look forward to hearing from down at that meeting tomorrow night in P.T. Bedell. I will be down there by the grace of the Lord, if it is His will, at that meeting. And then on Friday evening, 7 p.m. up in Dixon Village, Sister Siobhan John and the North Windward team will be there, along with other NDP spokespersons. Vice President Major Sinclair Leacock will be there. Young Dems President Esteban Hernandez, he will be there. MP for East Kingston, Brother Fitz Bramble will be there. Our candidate for the West St. George constituency and the next representative, Brother Shaka Cupid, he will be there. And our candidate for the Central Leeward constituency and next representative for that constituency, Brother Conroy Huggins, will be speaking there as well. And of course, you know, you will have Sister Siobhan John, the Lady of the Hour. It's her constituency, so you can look forward to her speaking there as well. And then on Saturday evening, 7:30 in Victoria Village. I'm looking forward to that one because I believe that's going to be a big village meeting. We'll have the Vice President Major Sinclair Leacock, MP from East Kingston, Brother Fitz Bramble, Sister Lavon Villox, the one who gonna take away the crown from the one they want to crown Prince out in East St. George. She will be there. We have Dr. Kishore Shallow, he will be there as well. And Brother Shaka Cupid, he will be there too. And of course, Brother Andrew Teach John, the man of the hour, in that meeting. So those are the 3 meetings that we have coming up for this week. And you listen out because we will be having next week as well. So just keep your ears to the ground and you will hear. At this time we have Brother Philip Jackson, who joined us just about as we were about to go for the break. He joined us. So I'm gonna say a pleasant good afternoon to you, Brother Jackson. Good to have you in the studio again for yet another Wednesday edition of the New Times program. Well, Brother Andrew John did his introduction major, but you didn't get a chance to do yours. So I'm going to invite you now to speak to the people because I know your people are locked in and I know they're listening. But let me see some WhatsApp is here. This person said Grenadines people can be bought for vote. Right. And that is true. They can't be bought. But John, somebody they here say Calderidge in the house. Hi Andrew. John Calderidge in the house. There's some
great to hear you, man. I was up there yesterday.
Yes.
Had a good time, a good walk through yesterday.
There's some other that'll come back. Come back to them. Good morning, Brother Igor. I'm sitting here listening to your program. Okay, and I just hear that the caller said that the people of the Grenadines were suffering. Tell him the struggle not over because nothing have done to Clifton. So, and thanks to Mr. Weiss for fixing Ashton, but Clifton remained the same. Well, as you hear the major say, Clifton, don't worry, in 3 months after the election, the NDP will fix all of those things in the Grenadines and get back the economy going in the Southern Grenadines. So don't worry yourself, you waited for 13 months. A few more months won't kill you. The NDP will be there and they will have everything. So, Brother Jackson, your time.
Yes, thank you very much, Igels. It was a pleasure being in studio with you. And Teach, long time no see in studio, man.
I tell you, boy, those last few weeks were hectic.
Yeah, hectic for both of us in the fields. Of course, we would have called in from outside, but it's always a pleasure to be right next to you, man.
Yeah, man.
I draw a lot of inspiration from you.
Telling you, same guy help me out in election.
And as neighbors, yeah, we taking our seats together and as part of the Windward Corridor, right?
That's right.
To the people from Morocco, very pleasant good afternoon to you. Very excited to be doing this. I'm looking forward. I can't, teach it long ago when school opening, right? And your mommy go batter.
Yeah, batter.
And batter and buy a gator shoes. Yeah. But then I went to the Richland Park Estate Primary School.
Okay.
And brown uniforms was a brown shoes and a brown gator shoes, man. Man, me so excited, eh? We put on the shoes all thing at night time and sleep inside there. Because I can't wait for school to open Monday morning bright and early. It's the same sort of excitement. I'm telling you, the people of Morocco, that same level of excitement I had as a child when school is about to reopen is the same sort of excitement I have looking forward to being your representative and working together with everybody to make sure that our true potential is realized for the benefit of everybody. Me ain't watching face, me ain't watching color. As far as I'm concerned, every single individual, you're Morocco people. You're not Labour, you're not NDP or any other type. You are a citizen of one of the greatest places in St. Vincent and Grenadines in terms of its potential. And I am saying to you, choose me, Philip, as your representative, and let's do some great and wonderful things together. Igel, we had our launch
Yes, last
2 weeks
week.
ago. It seems like last week, because it's still hot on people's
I
head.
know. Yeah,
Two
it's
Saturday nights ago, the
nights ago.
2nd of
Yeah.
August. Wonderful, wonderful atmosphere.
It was.
When I was standing there, man, I felt a real connection to the people, right? And I felt a sense of deep purpose. And at the same time, as I look at the crowd and they were responding, I also felt a deep sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
That, Andrew, that this thing is it's deep,
It is.
This undertaking is deep. It's like a divine calling,
True.
Mind you, I'm not saying that God is calling me to this. Yeah, I'm not making any such
but
claim.
you're just seeing it feel like.
I'm saying to you that when you understand the level of responsibility and how people entrust you with their lives and the life of the community, it feels like it's a divine calling, because it's a ministry, it's a mission, and I take it very seriously, and I believe very much in what I'm doing, and I'm very committed to this process, and I'm very thankful for the very encouraging support I get when I go around from house to house, village to village. People say, Jackson, I'm supporting you. Between me and you, I'm supporting you. I'm not going to broadcast. Some say I'm not going to broadcast because I know how the place stay. I know how, you know them people. So I'm saying, them people spiteful and vindictive already. But listen, I'm supporting you. And the young people teach. Young people saying up front, before you even get a chance, they say, man, Jackson, thank you for this. We need a change.
Yeah.
Feel that not go on for we really and truly. Yeah, they say, listen, things might be going, but not go on for we.
Yeah.
It's the development is not reaching them where they need it to. And they say we need a change. They say one young man, and this was repeated many times, say, well, you feel as if it's just this weight on us. This weight. It's too young to be feeling that kind of weight. A government shouldn't feel like a weight on a shoulder on your head. You know what I mean? Government is there to really create the environment for people to grow and thrive.
And lighten your weight. Not
and
to have a weight in you.
And then people, some of them just whispering because they're afraid. Afraid of their own government. But that's because the ULP is just so damn wicked and spiteful. That's because they think they're some little gods to the people.
That's how they acting.
But even God don't behave like that, to people. God allow people to make their choices. But listen, teach. I never, for all the brag and boast, Gonzales and them talk about leadership and best thing for say, how you could develop a country when people afraid of the politicians? You ever hear such nonsense?
And
Boy.
They talk about best prime minister.
Boy, let me tell you something.
And we are scraping the bottom.
Listen.
We're at the bottom of the ladder.
Listen. You can't develop a country if people are afraid of the politician, and you keep dividing and ruling, dividing the community to the extent that some neighbors are sometimes afraid to be seen talking to you for long. Yeah, I'm telling you, these are people whose children they help with schoolwork, all kind of different things, but that they feel as though somebody's spying on them.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, Jackson. And I experience, and I'll continue. But
no.
Based
Please.
on the point you're making, I know I usually have a karaoke on Tuesday night, and a lady who used to be there every night, she told me that I don't know if it's a prospective candidate of the ULP or somebody usually pass in the tinted vehicle and spying and taking pictures and so on. She heard that and she's afraid, just to enforce the point that you're making. She's afraid to come back, She haven't been back. She called me and she said, man, I'm supporting, but I am afraid they will take my job from me. So I am staying home.
Man, trust me. I've been teach. I work regionally, I've worked internationally, I've worked nationally, and that in the area of development and so on. Ralph Gonsalves and his copybooks. His copybooks in cabinet, then they say when they're there, there's like university lecture, he jumping on them, non-skull. He wants to be considered as the greatest progressive leader. And trust me, Ralph Gonsalves is the worst, absolute worst thing that ever happened to St. Vincent and Grenadines, without the shadow of a doubt. And I will challenge him anytime.
He's a disappointment to his own people. Many of them are aware of it, but because of what they're getting, a lot of them are keeping quiet. I know people in my constituency who are right up in the party are saying to me, we want to leave because we don't like what is happening. They're saying to me, we don't like what is happening, but everything they have depends on the government. Right?
So before I go any further, because then I want to tune in a bit about my vision for Morocco and then the plans. Because I'm excited about Morocco people, and the potential. But, we had a tragic accident last night, just about minutes to 12 in the night. Yeah, where one of our really solid villagers, Mr. Angus Pompey, lost his life on his birthday.
Sad.
Yeah, on his birthday. So I want to extend my condolences to his wife, Marilyn, and the children, the extended family, and so on. It's a sad day. Because the man is always, it teaches you how you like to smile. He's like, that kind of calm, solid, hard-working family man, village person. So my condolences to his immediate family, relatives, friend, and the entire community of Richmond Park. And this is a massive loss. And want to extend my condolences. And then my former schoolmate, we call him Mel, shot. Yeah, young man. But,
where is he from? Because I saw this.
Yeah, Mel is just right from the junction there, just above. One of the largest families in the export of called trafficking. So Mel was like a big brother to me when I was at grammar school. He was like the dean of the Morocco boys going there, and he really was a real source of strength, inspiration, and protection too, and country boy come tongue school. So my condolences to his mom and relatives and siblings and so on.
I saw somebody put it up.
All right, so he died too.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let me see if I get this call. This person been calling. Caller, you there?
Yeah.
Welcome to New Times.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the panel.
Good afternoon.
Well, I'm calling on what Central Water and Sewage Authority. Since yesterday, they say water going on and they go come back 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock don't come and gone, and we can get up a water in New Ground. You think that's right?
Well, I don't know what is the situation, what problems they have. So I know it could be difficult for you to be without water for so long, but just in case, I don't know what is the problem. Maybe next time you might have to see if you have some buckets and so to hold some water until. Right, yeah, because
I burn up in the sun.
And they wouldn't give nobody them, yeah. I know.
They don't care about people.
They will give just now because election coming.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope it come back too.
Okay then.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Matthias, I want to Miss Matthias. This is Miss Matthias. I have a friend out in New Ground, the name is Matthias, and she sounds like her.
Okay, she sounds like her.
Yeah. So Igel, before I pivot to, my vision for Morocco and so on, I just want to close off on the point about how the ULP rules in a sense that responds to the lowest vibrations of the people. Always with this really vulgar approach that treats us as if we were very shallow kind of people who don't need any explanation, respect, understanding, you know. And it's like the figure just jump and wave is enough.
Yes.
Jump and wave, them people, them brain not too good, so they don't need anything much. Just jump and wave a little thing here, a little, and they really rule the country with a sort of vulgarity.
Yeah.
Sort of really offensive vulgarity, and it's like no, and then they keep the people kind of dumb, and looking for the right, as if oh well, you guys don't need much knowledge, you just need wine and die and jump and wave entertain. For example, they don't explain to people how government works. They want to make it look like it's some magic. They run in and Gonsalves is a magician.
And only he could do it.
Yeah, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell all of us as citizens. Every single cent of money that government spend come out of your pocket.
Definitely.
Let me repeat this, my fellow Vincentians. Every single cent that this government spends on any government is coming out of your pocket. Out of your pockets.
Yeah.
When you go to the supermarket, it's 16% VAT. When you go to the customs, it's all sort of taxes and duties and so on. When you drive a vehicle before you could, is another set of taxes and license and so on. When they change the galvanize on your roof, is your money and my money.
Yeah.
You hear me? It ain't no magic.
No, not at all.
Nothing coming out of Gonsalves' pocket. I don't know how much goes into his pocket, but trust me,
out of his, for sure.
nothing they do for you comes out of their pocket. It's our money.
Yeah.
Because the government can raise money when borrowing loan.
Yes.
And this government, when they came into office, they met a national debt of just about $500 million. No, it's about $3 billion. We have to pay that back on our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Don't get tied up. Ain't no magic. Gonsalves ain't no magician doing anything special for you out of his pocket. Get that nonsense out your head. Get it out your head. And why do they treat people like that? Like, explain to people. This is how government works. This is how it goes. And sometimes so they have to get loans, which we have to pay back.
You may get some grant.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to that.
Free one.
No, you get some loans which you have to pay back every single cent. Then we have taxes and duties and so that coming direct out your pocket. Then we may get some grants, some friendly governments and some institutions responding to specific events like disasters. So when the government now turns around teeth, it's a really wicked low-down government we're dealing with here, man. And then start to pick and choose who should get relief, which farmers should get some money, and whose house to fix. That's really terrible governance. It's a wicked, wicked way of doing things. Because the money belongs to all of us.
Yes.
And not only that, my constituents have said to me, Jackson, they're fixing people's house who didn't have any damage and leaving out people.
No, and that is a fact.
But you supposed, man, I want a America where villagers are able to say, listen, this ain't right.
True.
Go and fix Miss May's house because her house need fixing. Don't come bribing me.
True.
Don't bribing me with galvanized. Go fix what needs to be fixed first.
Yeah.
Remember, Jackson, an essential part of their thing, that specific strategy you're talking about is what have them in government. So that is why they're doing it, because they have been able to divide the people to the extent that people like they lose their conscience.
Oh man.
And so they would gladly take even if they don't need while somebody else is suffering.
Vincentians, do
we now
make
coming
politicians rob you of your sense of decency and your conscience and the sense of what is right.
True.
We have to live right by each other. And when I
Yeah.
made my speech, I said there are three fundamental principles, three fundamental ways of being that's part of the foundation of a powerful America. And one of them is empathy.
True.
You got to be able to stand up for your brother and your sister, and don't make politicians make you worthless then.
True.
Don't
That's
make politicians pull you into stupidness and worthlessness and stifling your conscience. How you know? Because after they're gone, what's happened to our relationships at the base of the community that's supposed to bring us? They've completely mashed up the sense of community and community spirit. And we cannot have development the way it should when that those foundations are undermined, and that you have to get rid of these people. They're like a cancer.
Not two
poison.
ways about it.
Yeah.
You look at St. Vincent and Brother Jackson, and St. Vincent has regressed.
Yeah,
regressed
socially.
Under the Unity Labour Party. You look at poverty. We have more poverty now, so that is a regression. It's not a moving forward. You look at our infrastructure. We have some of the worst roads that we ever had in St. Vincent since we became a nation. There's no if and but about that. Drive to North Leeward. The North Leeward Highway was done by the New Democratic Party. That's since way back in 1991, 2, 3 around there. There's a piece of road when you leave Waliabu to go to Bilai that they had to realign the bridge and so.
I remember that.
You ride on that. That's the worst piece of road riding on.
I know you're naming places, but the situation is the same all over.
No, but I mean that road was recent. It was done at 2-3 years
But
ago.
you know why?
That one, you ride on it. If you go down there anytime, ride, and you can feel the difference.
You know why? As they say, they're doing it for the likes, not the love. They don't care about our hard-earned money, our blood, sweat, and tears money.
Going back.
So nobody is minding our business.
No.
The building road, nobody is making sure the standards of the road, the construction, the mix is up to the optimal level.
To the standard it's supposed
because as if we're picking up money off the ground.
That's what we're doing.
We are already a very poor country that is run by debt after debt after debt. Borrow.
Yeah.
And still you're building roads and you're not making sure that they build properly.
So they
3 months after they mashing up.
They mash up.
We spent millions of dollars building a road from Belmont Lookout all the way back down to the we call it roundabout. And within 3 months the road was mashing up, and every single couple of months is fixing it. It means that nobody was paying attention to the quality of the road. Why? We're picking up the money in the gutter?
Okay, man.
His job is just borrow, put a hook in your gill. So when I gone, you see if you could take it out.
And they're repeating the same problem now, because they're starting a whole set of roads all over the place or with the same contractor, and they're leaving off one project for months.
Yes.
The material washing away, they go somewhere as if to give Vincent how they have us low, to give us the impression that they're doing so many things, but poor quality, wasting our money. And I see they're doing the road in Maroon Hill. It's ugly. The way they do the landscaping of the banks and now in acres there. It looks ugly.
I wouldn't doubt that
let me tell you something. 20 years ago, I was in St. Lucia. They were building a road in the Soufriere area. And I was so impressed with the beauty of how the engineers dealt with the bank, with the steps, you call trellises and so on. It was awesomely done. But the ugliness they carry on, it just mean that, like you go to somebody's house and you went the wrong time because food about to share. And they say, well, they're there already. And they just take a piece of food and slam it down in the plate. It's the same thing they're doing with these roads. They just say, take the road, I want the road, take them. Anyhow I get them, take them. No beauty about the thing. Oh, come on, man.
That road in Maryland. You have a call?
Yeah, I have a call. Welcome to New Times.
Good afternoon, Brother Idol.
Good afternoon.
Mr. John.
Good afternoon. Good
Major's
afternoon.
around?
No,
Nah,
he
Major
stepped
left.
out.
All right.
Yeah, Filipino
Let me say
Jackson.
something.
Yeah, Brother Jackson here as well.
Brother Jackson, good day, good day.
Good day. What's your name?
Mr. William Hazelwood from you.
Okay, hello, Mr. Hazelwood. How are you today?
I'm nice, great, and wonderful.
Oh, that's
You
what my
sound like
father
a-
used to say to you, like
you
doggy
sound
man.
like a trainee of
Nice,
doggy man.
great, and wonderful.
The Pope. I wonder if they know. A lot of big pipe run from all in parts that. All those water coming from Mackey's Hill. All coming from down from parts that from the Bishop College, all the way they come down from there. I wonder if they know the massive pipe is underneath the ground there. I wonder if they do any resource first before they start to build a port.
I'm assuming that they did and probably would have diverted the water further down. So I'm assuming because I don't think any engineering company worth its salt would.
Remember, if she was the ice factory was,
Yeah.
there's not a big gutter from parts that coming down the water is run. All those places got big massive pipe for the end, they put on the ground, they put say they can long 10 days. When you got heavy rain, water used to from all back street, come right down and check your motor car, safely go down the road enough. So I wonder if when they're driving those pipes, if some of the pipes they get damaged.
Well, we don't know, and we ain't gonna speculate on that. If you are engineering firm and you're doing something,
No,
we expect.
Mr. Hazelwood raised some good points, but we can't. There's no way of us knowing now. But all we can say, whatever is happening on the port, they didn't expect it. It means there's a massive engineering flaw.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying, I hear them say that they had drivers welling things underground here.
Yeah.
So I just asking the question. If half of those problems we got with the port could be some of those pipes.
Yeah, I hope there's a proper review and investigation to find and towards a solution. But thanks for raising the point. It's a valid reflection, but we can't know unless we do a proper audit of what's happening.
And we wouldn't know until the New Democratic Party goes there and be able to carry out the proper investigations, because we will not have a proper investigation by this administration. And even though there is a proper investigation, we will not have the findings by this administration. So we'll have to wait until the New Democratic Party get in office, and then we will be able to determine. So thank you very much for the question.
The question is,
nothing.
It's noted.
Nothing is wrong with the question.
It's
we
noted.
note your question.
Yes.
We note the question. We note your question, Stuarty. So we thank you for the question. We note them, but as I said, we wouldn't able to know the answer to your question until an investigation is done, a proper investigation, and that will happen when the New Democratic Party get in office. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr.
very
Hazelwood,
much.
and continue
All right.
to enjoy your day. All right.
Okay, bro. So we wouldn't know those things. A lot of things we wouldn't know.
Yeah. So I got, it goes back to Justice Mr. Hazelwood's concern goes back to exactly what we've been saying. Is minding our money.
Yeah.
First of all, the port was not supposed to be so big and so expensive. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I guess they figure, oh, well, if you're going to spend $10 for the original design, which was good enough, adequate, maybe we could spend 30 for a bigger thing. As if, it's the thing, big easy. Yeah, but you're talking $750 million.
That's $750 million. I mean, that ain't no easy money, especially a poor country like
no
us.
easy money. So, and then if that's the case, you have to make sure you get it right. at every stage. I'm sure. So they have an engineering firm that's doing the construction, but there's also an engineering firm that's managing the contractor. So
Because you can't just leave the one who doing it.
yeah, so I mean everybody miss something critical there, you know. It means that, man, I don't know what's been happening, but somebody has not been minding our money as if we're picking it on the street.
Yeah, and just doing it.
So we have to fire this government
Long time.
because they're putting us in debt, drowning us in debt, and they're not minding the projects so that the projects are making sure that the projects last.
True.
Oh, come on. It's like double whammy.
Let's take this call. This will be the final call before the break. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to look at a different side of the government blatant disrespect to the young people. Well, not just young people, everybody. Look, we have Girls High School and Thomas Sanders renovating for 6 years now.
Well, that's
too long.
Right? And look, your party, your governing party, the governing party, 2 feet away from Girls High School, a stone throw, a little stone throw.
Yeah.
A 2-year-old could throw a stone. Building up the headquarters, big.
Yeah,
and 100 men working on it. And you have a school, your top girls school, closed for 6 years for renovation.
Just to show the priority that we have.
And you're so bold-faced about it, you're doing it, you don't care. And everybody will see, we building our headquarters and the school remain right there. Nothing being done about it.
But talking about building the headquarters, you see how we look funny?
Man, I ain't studying how it looks.
No, I just want to show the difference. You see how Democrat House look like a proper building. One of its kind in the entire Caribbean. It goes to the core.
When Democrat House was building it, they talk against it the same way. And if we building this and if we building that. Look at they building something now when schools need to be renovating.
Because NDP is a party of style and class. That's why Democrat House is what it is. What they're trying up there is like they're trying a mismatch kind of make-up thing up there. Yeah.
But not only that in a caller. One of the things we have to bear in mind too is that where the girls' high school presently is in Annisville, they're doing this massive construction. Right? So a concerned government would have ensured that they remove those students back to their original school before September or for this new term, because once you go back out there, they're going to be faced with all the dust, all the noise, all the huge trucks, and all of that coming there. And you are saying you sitting down there now, paying attention to your office, to your your party office, and leaving the country's business to decline.
Well, the thing is,
leaving it.
You have to understand what we are speaking about is when you have a responsible government, you will do these things. But remember, we have a government that is not responsible.
We'll tell you already.
And a government that, remember, they've been there for so long. They seem to think that they own St. Vincent.
And everything they do well done.
Yes, so nobody can question them. We own here. It's our place. We do what we feel.
So, but we need to put an end to that.
And that is why,
because
it's not work.
Well, I told you,
things could change.
Any responsible, sensible government would make sure the things are staged properly and that the students are relocated.
Definitely.
But what I told you, what I said this other tack government, red hands, crazy hands government, up and down, helter skelter. They ain't know what they're about. So we go vote them out.
We go into the break, and then when we come back,
there's something I want all of us to touch on when we
no
come back.
No problem
because
at all.
We lost 2 teachers. I think one of them would be buried this Saturday. Right.
Okay.
This is a guy, De Silva, who was teaching at Brighton. And just in this week, I think it was Monday, we lost Mr. Williams. So I want us to have a little discussion.
No problem.
On that when we return.
Yeah,
we need to to trash that
No
out.
problem at all. So we can take the break now. It's 1 minute after 1, and then we'll come right back.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
Please note that the draw for the raffle will now take place at the West Kingston Constituency Office on the 29th of August at 5 p.m. Tickets going fast. Get yours from your constituency leaders and from the West Kingston office. First prize, a brand new 65-inch flat screen smart TV. Second prize, an all expenses paid weekend for two in Mustique. And third prize, a grand food hamper. Get your tickets now.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus Picoactin Syrup and Mimglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PVT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Picoactin Syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mimglobin Liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Picoactin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
TK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% contention. Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for a specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2, will always be here for you. Bonidi Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
They say NDP is not the team for you to rid SVG of poverty. But I say no, no, no way. Friday has the best team. If we vote for ULP again, our children's lives will be at stake because ULP don't care for us. All they want is power and authority. If we vote NDP, we'll be saving lives. So let's come together and vote NDP. Let's vote NDP, 'cause together everyone will achieve more. Let's vote NDP for progression and not segregation. 'Cause now is not the time for separation. But I started speaking and manipulation. And let's vote NDP. Vote NDP for better SVG.
Yes, vote NDP for better SB3. Don't doubt it. And that young lady have it right. So you got to vote NDP. Welcome back to the New Times program. Let me, before I bring in Brother Andrew John, let me just remind you of the meeting tomorrow night in North Leeward with Brother Kishore Shallow, candidate and next representative for North Leeward. That meeting will start at 7:30 in P.T. Bedell. And then on Friday, it will be the turn in Dixon, Sister Chevron John out in Dixon. That meeting will start at 7 p.m. And then Saturday night, it's Victoria Village with Brother Andrew John. That meeting will start at 7:32. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times. Okay, the person couldn't wait, so they left us. Brother Andrew.
Yes, I talked a little bit. I mentioned the passing of our two teachers.
Okay.
And must extend condolences to the family and to the teaching fraternity, and of course to the teachers union, on the passing of these gentlemen. I remember Major was saying a while ago that this government stays in the wee hours of the morning to sign bills where the people who these bills concern are far gone to bed.
Yeah.
And one such bill was that vaccine mandate. That's I can't help when we are losing our young teachers. I cannot help but go back to this, because this is where it all started. I keep saying to people, when we look at the records over the past few years, from 2021 to now, we have passed 50, the passing of over 50 teachers, many of them young men and women, right? And I want to extend condolences especially to Fiona Charles, who is the PRO of the St. Vincent Grenadines Teachers Union and the husband of Mr. Williams, who passed this week. And we have to question, as Vincent mentioned, we have to question, and we not only have to question, we have to hold this government accountable for what is happening in our country. We have to hold them accountable. One of the questions that the union asks when they wanted to introduce this bill, this mandate, was who would take responsibility for any adverse effect. Any adverse effect or death of anybody. One journalist said that St. Vincent seemed to be the only country that has never suffered any adverse effect from the vaccine. Because we have never heard, I think at one time, the chief medical officer was tempted to say that some person who had died may have been affected by the vaccine. But they never came clear with us and said these persons were negatively affected. Now, I don't know the circumstances, but what I am saying to us is that we must question and we must hold this government responsible for what is taking place in the teaching fraternity. Just yesterday, a teacher called me, and the teacher wanted to know what is happening with her appointment, because the teacher felt that rather than spend $750,000 on something that was not really at the time needed, that wasn't planned, that we don't feel we were ready for, they spent that money and teachers are languishing in a position for 5 years without an appointment. I want people to understand what we are saying. When you are working at a job, you have paid money, you have made a sacrifice to advance yourself, and this government has decided they are not going to promote you so that you could take care of your student loan and you could get that sense of achievement, that worth, that value, by promoting you to the position which you rightfully belong. And I know that so many of our people, I fought for these people during the time I worked as industrial relations officer. I used to say the teachers, the agreement says they should be there for a reasonable time. And we had said no more than 2 years, 1 year, possibly no more than 2 years, a teacher should be there without appointment. But go ahead and take the call, because I know people want to make their contribution as well.
Welcome to New Times.
Gentlemen, I listen to all the programs since I've been there.
Okay. Good. Welcome and thanks.
I go.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. I hear about it. Hey, now. I think it's brother John there or somebody touching on the issue of the vaccine.
Yeah, but you have to raise your voice a little, because you're kind of low.
Okay. I hope you guys really hold them responsible. Let me tell you something. You see me when they touch with a vaccine issue there and what happens to them teachers and everybody else who get fired for the vaccine thing? Let me tell you something. If it's the one time I know for sure that I would have voted for the NDP at this time if I was in sentence. Right. I'm telling you, it's the most wicked thing, and all they need to hold them accountable.
Yes, we are going to hold them accountable.
Well, we will hold them accountable, and the people will hold them accountable.
And don't make them forget it. I warn them before they do it. And let me tell you something. Just Friday gone, Donald Trump asked private as well as public servants and the relative authorities to remove all the vaccine records, all from people records, every single thing. Throw it straight out the window and burn it up.
Right. Our big man is appealing.
I'm telling you.
He appealed our case when he should have done that.
And that was good. So the people here now in St. Vincent have to take action at the polls and make sure they punish the government for that.
Yeah, John.
Let me tell you what else is going to... Yeah, very good. Let me tell you something else. You know why? I know why Donald Trump probably did it, but I'm going to tell you guys something. And I have to say, hey, if the NDP win the election, let me tell all this something. I know another few years from now, all you hearing about the timeline, whether it's 2026 or 2030 or 2033, let me tell you something. They're going to come again, you know. Them same people, they're going to come back, because you know why? The government, a lot of them have signed this international health regulations amendment. You want to see the wording that they changed, that these guys accepted, giving the WHO authority over the same people who are supposedly put all in power. Tell me how that... you've been with the NDP forever. You want the WHO to have authority over you?
Well, let me tell you something, my brother. There are certain things that will come in the world and it will affect people. Me as an individual, anything that I don't deem fit for my body, I don't care if it's the government implement it. God has given me the right to choose. Nobody will take that from me. And I will disobey any legislation, any law that will force me to do something that violates the principle that God gave to me. I don't care in which area, whether it's in health, religion, or anyway, any legislation that will violate my freedom of choice, I will not take it. I will not encourage anybody to take it. So that's out of the window right now. But let me thank you for the
very
call
much, caller.
because the time running and we need to get some things.
Brother Spencer in the background, eh?
Major in the background, they shouting you.
I'm gonna call you because I need to reiterate something to you.
You see, you can call it, you need to.
Remember, I can't sit on here, but just appear for your card and tell me ready, eh?
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Brother John, I'm happy you raised this topic of the vaccine, man.
Well, these are people I knew quite well.
Well, you have to qualify it, you know. The wicked, unconstitutional vaccine mandate.
It's supposed to be calling for long, but like they ain't had credit to stay long. So let me try and take them. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times. Welcome to New Times.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Sandy.
Sandy Bay.
Yeah.
Okay. Giving Sister Chevron a vote.
Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
What I want this the minister will see here call himself Prime Minister. I want him must pay the people them very money right down to December because it's too wicked.
All right. We hear you. Okay, bro. Thanks.
Farmers in particular, up to now, farmers haven't been paid since February. I think it was since February.
No, because watch me. They take any money and give people who don't even have a blade of grass in it. That's terrible.
If they're giving people farmers,
I never see a government so boy.
Fighting for votes. They are desperate enough.
Come on, they're wasting.
Desperate. They are so intent on buying people.
Brother John, that wicked, unconstitutional vaccine mandate.
Let me tell you something. I was in a thing and I could not believe people with clear, with responsibility for people with a clear conscience could have really signed on to that.
No, well, that's why questioning.
I was
that's the point I'm going to develop.
Guys signed that thing to dismiss people.
But so watch me. It's the absolute worst form of oppression in fiction
tyranny.
that the worst government in our history meted out to people, children and families, and they have to pay a very high political price at the next election. Folks, you have to get rid of these demonic people. I can't find a better word. So Andrew, I'm a biology student, first class honors.
Right.
Did virology, immunology, you name it. And I've been following COVID-19 closely. And I can't believe, Major, I couldn't believe that trained scientists, medical officers, etc., would have advised our politicians to take away people's job, livelihoods, money out of people's pockets, starved children, would have advised politicians to go ahead with such a terrible, terrible law, knowing that the vaccine is a totally experimental job, disregarding people's fundamental right to govern choices about their bodies. I have to say is that the politicians ram this thing down Vincent's and throat, regardless of advice by the scientists and them. I can't believe. And if the scientists come, if this is advice, all of them are responsible for the atrocious atrocious. I can't. Major?
Well, Philip, I really don't have the science qualification like you, but I have a little certificate in politicology.
Yes.
Whatever that is. And I know the position of the New Democratic Party, repeated over and over again by President Friday. Since as far as we're concerned, you never left a job.
Right.
Well, I have had to change it up because we're going to say the day after the election, but I didn't think we're going to open.
No, we can't open. We have
No, we have the country will be rejoicing.
Yeah.
The first working day of the New Democratic Party government, get up early, bathe the skin,
yes,
and head to the place where you last reported to work. Go that day, the next day, and the day after, and the day after, because the New Democratic Party is going to make that right. Return to your work.
Yes,
and now we're going to give you
definitely.
back to work. Report for the job.
Yeah.
That you never left.
True.
Collect the salary that very month. And we'll deal with your retroactivity of all of your benefits.
True.
That you're entitled.
Absolutely.
Plain straight like that. Right. You know? And, well, it ain't my business, you know, but Ralph said, you know, some of you who if I gonna vote for him again are watching all in all the face.
Only one I see fronting up himself. Right?
But you know, man could be so callous to even make a statement like that. He has total disregard
for the people, yeah.
For you.
But
I mean,
Philip, sometimes it's that to me, they are so far away, so far removed from the reality of people's situation that they don't know what these people have gone through. You know? They can't imagine the persons who they dismiss, losing their job, losing the only source of income in some family, the only source of income in some families. Some people, that was all they had. They had to go and reinvent something to support themselves and their family.
Andrew, they're not far removed. They know it's just that it's stone cold-hearted.
They don't care. Right?
Callous.
And what is happening now, what has happened to a lot of these people, you know, they had to go and find some other means. I know in a case where a husband and wife, both of them, were dismissed. I know a case where a lady, she alone, she was a single parent. She had a son graduating that same year and had to go and beg for money to buy material for her son graduation from college. They don't have an idea of what people have gone through.
They do.
The decision
they
that
do,
take,
but they do
right?
not care. They figure they are above our suffering.
The thing is, Philip, the bottom line is that these people went through it. And what the guys say, you see, paper is something else, but experience is the true teacher.
Boy.
So when they sit down there and talk about these people are going to vote for them and trying to show themselves, feeling that they could now come and offer them back their job and nothing, no benefit, no nothing, just that. And the people will, you know, just come and bow to them. I could tell them they are dead wrong in most instances. They might get somebody whom they have promised something and are not putting it beyond the people in the heart. They know that they're doing something wrong. Okay. Because brotherhood and sisterhood must still remain key to our own,
of course,
civilization.
Empathy.
Right? So I don't bother with them. They will get one lash from these same people. They will be surprised. They will be shocked. Just like what they did to the people.
And you'll be well deserved.
Welcome to New Times. The person can't wait at all. Welcome to New Times.
Adam.
Hey.
Hey, another voice. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. But I'm in the house. Good day.
All right. Idol?
Yes, sir.
You know, you're near John and the man from with the shutter right now. All wising up the nation.
We have to do
that. But I take it away now. Here we're going on. They are wrong right in the EC. Is it the East we live in?
Right.
Mr. Right. John position.
Southeast.
When they build in the airport, right? Miss John and Miss Mira, I bring them by me who they experience certain things because them go to big school and thing, you know. And I go to small one after the fishing work at Crayfish. But then a smart. I bring them and put them to cage under my downstairs, under the porch outside. And I time in my phone. As soon as they blast, they pitch out. Why they pitch out? No, this is not a laughing thing, you know.
No, I understand what you're saying. That's why they pitch out. We know why they cut out, they jump out.
Where the third part now? Miss John showed me.
Come look for me Saturday night, eh?
Yeah, Miss John showed me that when the car do nothing to the ground walk, right? I said, look at that. When the ground walk finish, they will tell along somebody to say all the damage. Major, waiting they do, they share money, give all the labor nigga. They tell us they're going to rest a man at INDP. Me neutral. And me gone in again now. What you see the lady where they're going to bring against Mr. John? Going to drive no 4 inch, you know, a spike nail in the coffin. And then Kingsley come, I call Kingsley. Here he tell me, he will get to sources. I have to use the government. So if you know you go get to them and they go up to now, nearly done 4 months, 5 months going on. Or so long since airport don't build me never. Then I want me right bandy, I mean I want right bandy. Never ready.
But they should have compensated you.
My cousin Louis used to teach all the partner over the road where he live in, he make a old saying I'm going to take vaccine and when he take home he dead.
Yeah, 7 days he lasted.
The big man take water and take. I want chicken eggs, major than can chicken on the street, man. Then chat low. Mr. John could tell of the field. Because his wife is my cousin. Close cousin.
We know
we don't know too many people. You know? So up to now, my place well crack up, all my beam mash up.
A lot of us
come and tell me, we must get estimate and bring it for them. So while the money will share it, I reckon that's carpenter and this no wrong. I mean, want them to do my place. So when he carry a bit, he come, he go come, what this place is.
Housing.
Oh,
you mean Nemo?
Nemo? He go, yeah, by Nemo, right? And they go collecting. So whenever the money go bury the chairman them, and then I share all the money when they build the airport. And he got a man right near to me out there that say, you know, a fella name.
No call no name.
Don't call no name.
No name I advantage.
Right. Don't call no name on the radio.
That's so glad why they must pick me out.
Yeah. A lot of people they don't get paid, man. Now you alone. A lot of people.
Okay.
Well, I was there a spike near think of 4 inch. A spike. You know, so long as nail and then one in the calf with them. All of them are going to nail in calf.
No, it's a man running against me.
No problem. It's a man running against you.
We want BB. Spike in the house. I think I'll listen to and all the big apologies. Major.
Okay, thank you very much.
All the best, my brother. All the best.
All right.
Now, we excuse myself, man.
Okay, thank you.
I agree with you.
All right. Let me just dispose and say I love the way your program is going. Because the political monster that we have here, say he know that plenty of them who was fired by him will vote for him next election.
None of them can vote.
Tell Ralph that me come from Park Hill and he will pay a heavy political price
man. That's right.
for his victimization.
Nobody can vote for him.
That's what the post.
He just believes he's a little God.
I know.
And he could do anything he wants. The reckoning is coming. A day of reckoning is
coming. Definitely.
There's a young guy from Park Hill.
Vote for you.
Recently.
Somebody was calling. I was going to take them, but they're on WhatsApp and they can't wait. I don't know what happened to them.
I have a lot more in the future going forward to say about the vaccine mandate because at 2:30 in the morning, the bill was bad. And it was brought to the parliament by a man who is now the representative of Morocco. Major Iron say he can't read and he might read a 2 article understanding things like immunology and vaccine. I'm sure he didn't understand where he was about.
What about my rep who piloted it?
Let me take this final call and then the rest time for you all.
Understand.
Welcome to New Times.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Major Leacock.
Yes, please.
And hi, girl.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. You were up here yesterday, sorry, not yesterday, some days ago, however. Sorry I didn't get to meet you guys, because I know Ralph Gonsalves.
Up here, where you talking about, Green Hill?
He's so. I'm from Park Hill.
Park
He's so
Hill he
vindictive.
talking about.
And this guy, I don't understand how people can gravitate to him like this. And he's a wicked, vindictive person.
He is.
And you know something? Let me be frank and fair. He always believes he's the, and you notice he have a little thing as birthday thing. And he was vexed and shamed because a lot of people didn't turn out.
So, you know, Lauren George, and I know I could call his name, a good old friend of mine, but from Village, and who is in Victoria Village. Lauren remind me now that we actually had a Park Hill party group in his time, and that was a strong, and the Park Hill really used to be NDP country. And
Definitely.
Yeah. And I didn't
With
even
Sir
remember
James
that.
Mitchell, exactly.
Yes, and from the walk about in the field, we have to bring it back to be like that. We have to do the work.
Definitely, and I hope you guys will come back and have a meeting up here.
Well, I expect us to have 2 meetings in Park Hill. One a little deep up into the village and one down there by the junction, you know.
One in the top and one by the junction in the works.
Yeah, down by where I'm
looking forward to it.
Yeah. And
because we need to ramp up this thing, you know.
Yeah,
one a little high up in the village. We're not backing off, you know. We're not backing off. So North Central is at play. We're going into South Rivers.
Yeah, and Neptune is doing very well up there, man.
So the fact that
so Major and I got you guys have a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to it. But
see you on the next boat ride.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Have a wonderful day.
All right. Okay, it's 1:37. So that's the final call. We have 8 minutes.
I don't have any wrap-up time today.
Yeah, no wrap-up time.
My job
is... say nothing?
No, well, my thing is that I got a mandate to see that them 2 guys are ready to see because all I want them before government. And from all reports that they're well on the way. You know?
Yes.
I leave the classroom a long time ago.
Okay.
And but I know, as a teacher, I know the student doing well.
Doing well. All right.
So I feel good.
So we're going tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
Tomorrow night, this evening.
Well, right.
I'm talking about this evening first.
Okay.
I ain't going to walk unless people prepare for me to come. I ain't telling you what eating or what drinking.
We have everything up there, man. You know what we said.
I started to call every sham. Because why you go back home? You know. But seriously, it's good that, and that's the good thing that's, by the way, that's happening in the party too, because we come on radio and talk and can walk about. Is the fact that us as candidates, old, young, and in between, we are becoming friends.
Yes.
And when you're in a party, you must also be friends.
True.
That is very, very important.
Yes.
And equality across the board.
And I'm now your little brother.
Well, you have to say walk out of that little brother thing. Right now, I your pause. I your the pause button. You know. So I'm looking for what time is starting this evening?
We really try to go for 4.
That's a good time.
Yeah,
so
we usually try to go for 4.
Yeah, all right.
So,
but the fundamental thing that my colleagues here talk about this evening, which underscores all that they say, whether it's on the vaccine mandate or the one for plans for Morocco or the industrial relations direction in South Winwood, is that Dr. Friday and all of us are concluding. We in the New Democratic Party want to make life for Vincentians across the board better and happier. People must enjoy being Vinci.
Yeah.
You know, there's just simply too much stress in the society.
True.
Over simple things that can be put aside if we will put the collective will first.
Yeah.
And that is something we want to drive home. Yes, we speak in a policy direction about pillars. But the foundation must be. St. Vincent must be a better place for us to live.
Yes.
And to a man, it ain't come no family dynasty.
True.
Right.
You know, and all those who want to genuflect to a king, declare themselves to be loyal subjects, well, no sound cannot sing so. It happened within the Democratic Party.
All right.
We're changing the face of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for all time.
Yeah, bring back the vibes again.
Yes,
Bring back the vibes.
Thank you, mate. So Andrew and Philip, I know which one you want to go first, but
go first, man, because my thing is short. So give Philip the last word today. Yeah, I got yes. I'm really, really glad that I was given this opportunity today, to talk a little bit about what we need in St. Vincent. We need good governors, not what we have been facing over the past 25 years. People know to themselves, that we have fallen way below our standard as Vincentians. People are aware of that,
True.
They think they could continue to fool people and turn people around. The young people in particular are saying to them, I am looking forward to better than what you are offering me. And so in South Windward, the people are going to reject the ULP. They are going to reject them out of hand because they have taken us for granted out there.
Yeah.
And we are showing them that you have a candidate that you could trust, that this candidate is going to look into your interests. And when I give my word that something going to be done, it is going to be done. We are going to get it done. And that is one of the reasons why I'm saying I'm not going to make any outlandish promise, because we want real life.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to the people, let us demand of them. They come to the parliament to borrow money to fix roads. We have all these roads in South Windward that have not been touched for 20 years. If I didn't talk here, and the same gentleman who came on a little while ago used to back me up, we would never have seen any work done in Bonham Road. Over 20 years, Bonham Road didn't get fixed. Then they come to Simon. We are demanding that they go up to Simon and fix the road from top to bottom. That road has not been touched in 20 years of the rule of this government. It has not been touched, and we are demanding that they use the money not to go and bribe people with lumber and galvanize, but to go and fix the road that they say they borrowed the money to fix.
Yeah.
Right? And in Diamond, well, I don't even want to touch Diamond. We lost a lady in Diamond, and I must extend condolences to the family of Taki, who we lost over the weekend. Right? Very, very sad story.
Mhm.
But Taki has a video up saying the government must come down. She said, Ralph, come down and see how poverty are operating, Diamond.
Yeah, boy.
Come down and see how poverty operating. They have underdeveloped these areas and then turn around and try to exploit them so that they could remain in power, living the big life, lavishing our money, spending our money on issues that don't even relate to us. And then they come back and with two little piece of thing and like we are fools. We are going to show them in this election that we could stand up for ourselves, and we are going to boot them out,
Yes.
kick them out of office. And that's the final thing.
Thank you very much, Brother John. Philip?
Yeah, I wanted to spend some time on my plans, but go on my Facebook page. There's my speech that I gave at my launch. Listen to it. It has a 7-point plan for Morocco. There are more, but that's as a start. Go there and listen to plans for agriculture, for skills, for education, for sports and recreation. And our potential in Morocco is so tremendous, and I'm very excited about this relationship that we're going to build for transforming our lives. But people of Morocco and St. Vincent, start getting excited. When you think about the future, start getting excited, because you're going to elect a new government of men and women who care deeply about our communities and our country and people's lives. Our job, we will bring back the vibes again. You will feel yourself again. You'll feel the community spirit rising. There's nothing absolute to be afraid of. Competent men and women who have been proven, tested, and tried at all different levels. And we are really committed to this. So start feeling excited. Get your neighbor excited. Spread the news. A new day is coming to SVG.
Yes.
And the NDP is going to make sure we are one big family again. Bring back the vibes. We are doing this. And we need everyone on board, because your vote counts. Your vote counts. That's the way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
The new day is going to happen through your vote. So let's get excited about it and spread the news without fear, with full confidence. And you could feel the excitement, but I know you're going to cut me off. So glory, hallelujah. A new day is coming.
Oh, yes. A new day is coming. Thank you very much, Brother Philip. Remember the tomorrow evening, P.T. Bedell, 7:30, Dr. Kishore Shallow and the NDP team will be there for our village meeting. And Friday night, it will be the turn of Dixon, Sister Chevron John and And our NDP team will be there as well, 7 o'clock in Dixon. And then in Victoria Village, Brother Andrew John and the NDP team will be there Saturday night, 7:30 as well. So come on out in these different areas. And remember, this is the time for change. The New Democratic Party is the party to facilitate that change. When you go to the polls on election day, put your X next to the key.
Yes.
And make sure that you elect a New Democratic Party to rescue SVG. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. It was my pleasure being here. Stay close to Jesus. If it is the will of the Lord, the program will continue tomorrow. Until then, God bless.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York, burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent. And likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York. Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
A tradition of trust, a promise of quality. Transform your home with District Stairs SVG's Homeowners Trust Program. Renovate your kitchen, bathroom, flooring, or living space. Hassle-free. No interest, no hidden fees, just trust. Here's how it works. Free consultation. Start with a free consultation to discuss your renovation goals and receive a customized plan. Pay a deposit up front. Secure your renovation with an initial deposit. Flexible installment plans. Pay the remaining balance in manageable installments tailored to you. Your vision brought to life. Experience a seamless transformation of your home with trusted craftsmanship. Let's bring your dream home to life together. Call us at 1-784-456-7649. Email districtstairs.svg@gmail.com or visit us in the Russell Shopping Center at Stony Grounds.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
It's in the feeling in our we talk. It's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in. Our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
Get dinner and candlelight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more, get everything at Mass.